Hi families, it's Mrs. Curry, and I am going to show you how to log into Illuminate to check your scholar's gradebook. Before we get started, you will need your scholar's KIPP email address and their KIPP password. They use both of these to log into all of our Google programs and to log into their Chromebook. Please make sure you have your scholar's KIPP email address and your scholar's KIPP password. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're using a Chromebook and you're looking at the grades on your scholar's Chromebook, they will, when they first start Google Chrome, they'll get this window that has them log into Clever. Clever just is a hub for a lot of the different places where we hold a lot of the technology apps. It just makes it a whole lot easier. So right now, they will just log in with Google. We pretty much log in with Google with everything because it makes it so easy. So make sure that you have their email address and password if you're not already logged in with Google, because it will prompt you to log in that way. Since this is my daughter's account, I'm just going to go ahead and hit log in with Google, and it will automatically log her into Clever. So when you come and you scroll down, I'm going to show you a couple of places where you can find it. If you go underneath General, so if you come here and you go right here underneath General, you will see the Illuminate Student Portal. And this will show you exactly the icon that you need in order to be able to get to Illuminate, okay? Now you can also put a heart here where it will favorite it. And if you favorite it, since you can see that I've already done that, it will put it all the way in the front. So you never have to scroll all the way down. It'll just be right underneath favorite resources. So you'll just click right here on this icon and it will open up another window that will take you directly to Illuminate. So this will allow your scholar to take an assessment if assessments are available in the portal, if their teachers have put the assessments in the portal, or it will allow them to go directly to the portal. Now, what if you say, okay, I do not have the Chromebook, or I want to just do this on my own computer, logging in as your scholar? I can show you that too. So we have a web address that takes you directly to the same location, and it is kipmetroatlanta.illuminatehc.com. And I will put it somewhere here on the screen so you can pause it and see it. It's right here in the browser. So you can see it right here in the browser. You'll just enter in that information just right there. And you can also see it on this screen. I'll type it as well. So now that you're at this screen, you do not put anything in the username or password section. Do not put anything in this section. You'll go straight here where it says sign in with Google, because we are always going to sign in with Google since we have the KIPP email address that is associated with Google. So you will just hit sign in with Google. It may prompt you to enter in the email address and password. Since my daughter is already signed in, it's not going to prompt me, but it may prompt you. So you will just need to enter in your scholar's email address and password that you obtained earlier. Now, we're not going to take an assessment. We're just going to go ahead and continue to portal. And here we are at the portal. So this is the dashboard. So if you look right over here on the right, you have a couple of different options. You have dashboard, you have assessments, you have classes/grades, you have gradebook. You can change the language. You can see previous test results, and you can see schedule. Schedule is going to be more aligned to if we were in the building. So since we're not, that schedule is not going to be accurate as of right now. Okay. If a teacher has placed an assessment in Illuminate for them to take without a code or a link, this is where they would go to complete an assessment. This is where you can view the gradebook. Remember, classes and grades, we're just not going to look at that. We're going to go directly to the gradebook. If you need to get back to like the home page, you would just click dashboard and it will take you back to this location. So let's take a look at the gradebook. And you can go either from clicking on the left or right here as one of these tiles. So the gradebook is going to show you where your scholar is performing currently right now. Remember, we are using a standards base. So it's on like a 5-point scale, and it will give you these standard labels. That's the word I'm looking for, labels. So scholars will be mastered, proficient, approaching, not yet, or need support. Okay. So if you click one of these here, I'm just going to click this one right here for my scholar, and that's for math. And you'll look right here. This is the grade scale for your standard. So 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. And you'll come down here and you will see the standards that they have been assessed. You'll also be able to see the number of times they have been assessed. Okay. So right here, I know that my scholar has mastered applying properties of operations, such as adding and subtracting rational numbers. I can see that she has been assessed 2 times. If I click it, I can see how many times within this particular assignment she's been assessed, or which assignments related to this standard. I can also come down here and see that for this particular standard, she needs support. So she's having difficulty with multiplying or understanding that multiplication is an extension from fractions and rational numbers. I can click here and see the most recent assessment that she took that needs assistance. Close out of here. Now, when you continue to scroll down, you'll be able to see the assessments. And so now you'll be able to see the points possible that your scholar was tested, or how many points they could achieve for each one of the assessments. You'll be able to notice if there's any additional notes, or, like if they were absent, or if it was exempt, they didn't have to take it or for any reason. You'll also notice if it's missing. Once it's added to the gradebook, if there's no score to pull from Illuminate, then this icon will pull up and say it's missing. So I know that my scholar did not take this. We'll have a conversation about why it's missing and when is she going to get it done. Over here in assignment filter, you can filter assignments as well. You can filter to see if there are any assignments that are excused, because as we continue, there'll be a lot of assignments through here that you may want to filter and see. You can filter and see if there's any assignments that were excused. You can hit submit and it will show you. You just have to scroll down. There's no assignments that were excused. If you want to see any assignments with zeros, hit submit. Scroll down, see if there's any assignments with zeros. And then if you also need to see any missing assignments, which is usually the most frequently used one. So you can see if there's anything that's missing. And then you can scroll and I can see, okay, so she's missing this assignment, and we'll just need to be in contact with her teacher about getting this assignment done. And we'll just hit the back button. So you can hit the back button to go back, or you can just come right back over here and hit Gradebook. It'll take you back to the main Gradebook to look at all the other grades for each of the classes. So if you'll see that each class is kind of hyperlinked in blue. So when you scroll over, you know that you can click on it to be able to see that particular gradebook. And then you'll be able to just go through each of the classes for your scholar to just be able to see the assignments that they've taken. If there's any notations, because your teachers may put a notation for that particular assignment, like letting you know when this was assigned, or letting you know if your scholar made, just a little note to let you know if something was going on with that particular assessment. There may be some other notifications right here, like excused or exempt. And if you click on any one of these assignments, you'll be able to see what date it was assigned, when it was due, which is usually the same day, because these are exit tickets or either asynchronous assignments, and then how many points possible. Okay, so I hope that this has helped you to be able to just better understand the Illuminate and the Illuminate Gradebook. All scholars have access to this, and it is updated each day as we take assessments. So every day that we take assessments, we add those assessments into the gradebook, and it is viewable pretty much instant as they've taken it. Lastly, before we leave, I do want to come over and just show you the assessment part. If you click assessments here on the left-hand side, you can literally scroll through and see all the assessments that your scholar has taken since the beginning of the school year. Okay, all the assessments. Scholars can be able to click these assessments to see how well they've done. They can see their score. They can see the date they've taken it. And then they can see how well they may or may not have done on a particular standard that was linked to that assessment. They can even see the score by question. Now, teachers are also able to allow you to see the assessment. For example, here, you'll see that there's a little I right here. That means that the scholar can review the assessment. If they click on the I, it will take them to the actual assessment that they took, see how many points they got for each question. They can review the entire test by clicking the button up here at the very top right, or they can click the question to go to, let's say, I think I wanted to check question number 3. They can click question number 3. It will take them to question number 3. Now, if she got this wrong, it would say answer incorrectly. It most likely will not show her the correct answer, but it'll let her know which answer she chose so she can decipher which one is the correct one. Hit return, and it will just take you back to a breakdown of this particular assignment or assessment. I hope this helps and gives you a great deep dive into the Illuminate Gradebook. Thank you so much. And when you're watching this, I hope that you are having a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye.